At the grand anniversary party of Daniel and Clara, the hall shimmered with gold chandeliers, polished marble floors, and guests dressed in their finest. Laughter and music filled the air. It was the kind of event where everything looked perfect, at least on the surface. But under the glitter of wealth and celebration, small shadows of pride and insecurity lingered. None more painful than the small box that Martha, Daniel's mother, held tightly in her lap. The gift wasn't wrapped in shimmering foil or topped with an expensive ribbon. It was simple, almost plain. But inside was a treasure she had guarded for decades, her late husband's pocket watch, passed down through generations. To her, it was priceless. To the crowd of wealthy friends surrounding her son and daughter-in-law, she feared it might look embarrassingly cheap. When it was time for gifts to be collected, Clara, the daughter-in-law, smiled sweetly at her mother-in-law. But as she gathered the piles of glamorous boxes and glossy shopping bags, she quietly slid Martha's gift under the table. Out of sight, out of mind. Martha noticed. Her chest tightened, but she stayed silent. One by one, the expensive presents were opened. Applause echoed for diamond bracelets, designer shoes, envelopes thick with cash. Clara beamed with pride at the display. Yet beneath the tablecloth, Martha's gift sat untouched, forgotten. Or so it seemed. Halfway through the evening, a special guest arrived. Mr. Anderson, a longtime friend of the family and a man known for his quiet but unmistakable wealth. The moment he stepped inside, the atmosphere shifted. Conversations hushed, and everyone leaned in a little closer to catch his words. He took his seat near Daniel, and as he adjusted his chair, something caught his eye. A small box, tucked almost deliberately beneath the table. "What's this?" he asked, pulling it out. His deep voice carried across the room. Clara's face drained of color. "Oh, that's nothing important. Just a small gift. We can skip that one." Her voice trembled slightly, but her smile remained fixed. But curiosity had already spread through the guests. All eyes turned to the box. And Mr. Anderson, ignoring Clara's protests, unwrapped it carefully. Inside lay the old pocket watch, its surface worn, but gleaming faintly under the chandelier. The initials engraved on the back whispered of a different time, a different story. For a long moment, silence filled the hall. Then Mr. Anderson spoke. His voice was softer now, almost reverent. "Do you know what this is?" he asked, holding it up. The guests leaned forward. Even Clara froze. "This isn't just any watch. It's a handcrafted piece, likely over 100 years old. Extremely rare, the kind collectors would give anything to have. But more than its value, it carries history, family, legacy, and that makes it more precious than all the gold and diamonds I've seen tonight." Gasps swept the room. Whispers erupted. The very gift Clara had tried to hide was suddenly the most priceless of them all. Daniel's eyes glistened as he took the watch from Mr. Anderson's hands. "This was Dad's," he said softly, his voice breaking. "I thought it was lost." Martha's eyes filled with tears. Her silence had been a shield, but now in front of everyone, her simple act of love was revealed for what it truly was. A gift no amount of wealth could outshine. Clara lowered her gaze, the weight of her choice pressing heavily on her shoulders. She had wanted the evening to shine with glamour and prestige, but instead it was the humble box she tried to bury that became the centerpiece of the night. As Daniel hugged his mother tightly, Mr. Anderson spoke one last time. "True wealth isn't measured by the price tag," he said firmly, his eyes sweeping across the glittering crowd. "It's measured by the memories and sacrifices we pass on. Remember that." The room fell quiet, the words hanging in the air like an unshakable truth. And in that moment, it wasn't the diamonds or the designer gifts that people remembered. It was the watch that had been hidden under the table until a millionaire opened it first.